Hi everyone, welcome back and thanks for joining me. This is Jonna with Purple Girl Crafts. Today we're going to be making this diagonal step card, and you see you've got that cut at a diagonal, and this does fold flat and it's pretty compact. It measures about 3 by 6. We're just going to jump right in and get started. So here I've got all of your dimensions and pieces that you will need. So either composite here or you can refer back to this once you watch the video. All right, so I've grabbed my scoreboard, and our first piece, this is going to be cut at 6 inches by 9 inches. On that 9-inch side, we are going to score this at 1.5, 3, 6, and 7.5. So you just have those 4 little score marks. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to fold those down right now and just crease those out. I keep the one end folded, and you're going to do this on both ends, and then we're just going to mark this at 1.5. Yes, 1.5, even though I just did 1.25, do it at 1.5. Mine will be a little bit off, but that's okay. All right, then we need 2 pieces, and these are 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Next, we will need 1 piece, and this is 2.5 by 5.5. Then we need 6 pieces at 1.25 by 5 3/4. Next, we need 5 pieces at 1 by 5.5. 5. That's all we need on the pieces. So next we're going to get our trimmer, and we're going to cut from those 2 marks that we made. And I know I'm a little bit off that you can't see the bottom. So you just want to line those up and cut from that first score line down to the last score line. And if you're not quite far enough, just don't go too far, and then you can just see how much more you need to go. All right, so you just want to do your cut just like that between those 2 score lines. We're going to use our trimmer in a few minutes, but I'm just going to move that out of the way. Right now for the pieces, what we're going to do is we're going to line these up, but we want to cut that slit so that they are cut. So the easiest thing to do is just to put this in here. So you've got the bottom piece showing, and you want to make sure that it's lined up where you've got it exactly, you've got your border. And then just draw a line, because that's where we're going to cut it. And then we're also going to do that to 2 more of the silver pieces, because those will be the mats. And they're all the same size, so just grab 2 of them. And again, once you have them lined up, just go ahead and put your pencil mark. And then we'll do the third one. Just making sure I've got it nice and even. And that pencil mark. Right now we're going to do the same thing on the green candy cane pieces. And I've numbered mine just because I had them in order. So I'm just going to lay these in. So that's number 1, that's number 2. So let me do it on the front first. So that's 1, that's 2, this will be 4, and that's 5. So just like that. Right, so we don't need 1 and 5, so I'm going to use piece 2 and 4. Now you can do the same thing where you line these up, but these are kind of harder to see because you've got that extra piece that's under there. So you can do the same thing. You can kind of get it lined up where you need it and mark it. Or you can take the piece that you just did and line that up in there. And then just make sure this is lined up on your paper. And then I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm just going to put just a small mark where I'm going to cut this. I'm going to match that. And I'll show you what we'll do to make it so it has a border in a few minutes. So I'm going to do that on all 4 of these pieces, or 3 of these pieces. So we'll do this piece, Again, I'm just putting just a little dash mark just so I know that on my trimmer where I have to line it up. And I just lined it up and just cut that off. That's the first one. And then this is the second green one. I'm only doing it to the green ones right now. Again, I'm just lining up those points, lifting up my blade so that I don't rip the paper because it's so small. And then we'll do the other pieces too. Now we also need to do the green one. So I'm just going to put this one on here. Again, make sure it has a nice border. Grab my pencil and just put those 2 marks on there. And then we'll put this on the trimmer, line up those 2 dashes. I'll lift up my blade just a little bit so it doesn't get caught, and just like that. All right, then you're going to do the silver pieces. And then we'll do those 2 other silver pieces, the 1-inch pieces. Okay, so now what we're also going to do is we're going to take these pieces that we did cut. I'm just matching them up. So I've got the right sizes on there because mine is a little bit different height because I marked the one piece too small. If you do match yours, your pieces will match on these 2 smaller 1-inch pieces. So I'm just making sure mine lines up. So when you see when I put this on here, I've got a border on one end, but not on both. So I'm just going to take these back in. Instead of doing excessive measuring, it's easier if you just take the green pieces and you just cut just a little bit off. So what I'm going to do, so I'm just lining this up. You can see, I'll grab my poker. I'm just going to line up my paper on this piece right here. So just with that line on my trimmer, and it ends up being about 1/8 of an inch that you're cutting off. And then you can see once you line this up, then you've got that nice border all the way around. And you want to do this on all pieces. So you're going to do it to each piece twice because you're going to do the top and the bottom. So that one lines up perfect. And then we'll do these 2 pieces. And then we'll do these 2 smaller pieces. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to glue these on. Again, you're going to have the 2 just straight pieces are going to be on the front and the back, or the top, or the right and left. And then you'll just have to line up these pieces like this. Center ones will be on the center. And then your other pieces will do this piece here. Now, how did I get this upside down? I'm not sure how I did that because I swore I had all my papers the right way. All right. I'm just going to lay these out. So I do have this one piece that's wrong. I'm going to stop the camera and I cut some new ones out. So and now I have the right size again. Instead of you guys watching me do that, I just did it on my own. And then now I'm just going to attach all of these to the silver paper. And again, I'm just making sure they've got that nice border all the way around them. And then you also want to do the long strips. And that last piece of silver that's sitting on the right, that's going to be for the very front of the card. So we'll do that one in a few minutes. All right, so now I'm just going to secure these all down. Again, just making sure you put that nice border all the way around. And then I'm going to flip the card just so I can see this better on the other side and do the same thing. We'll just finish off those two. And then just make sure everything is secured down. Right, for fold this, you just want to work this. So what you want to do is you want to just work the card, kind of fold it back and forth and let it start just folding on itself. And so I'm just playing with this and just letting them fold. And when you fold this, you can fold it a couple different ways. But you want it to end up with the pieces going diagonal on it. I'll show you what I mean in a second. All right, so when you do this, you want mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So that's when you fold it, that's how you want it. So you could, the two smaller pieces are going to be the mountains, and then the two inside pieces will be the valleys. Then on the front of the card, we're going to put another piece of the silver and a piece of the patterned green on top. And then we're going to do one more piece of silver, but we're going to have to cut that piece again just to match. So I'm just going to lay that in there. And I'm just going to lift that up and just draw a pencil mark. So we'll have to cut this one. This one will cut just a tiny bit off on that line, just because there's nothing else that's going to be on that piece. So again, when this is folded, you're going to go valley, mountain, valley, mountain. And it does take a minute to fold it, just so you can get it right. So you want to just make sure that the two center ones are facing up when you fold it. That's the easiest way to remember. So as long as they're sticking upward, it'll fold flat. All right, so we're going to glue this piece down to here. And if you wanted to do another green piece, you could. I just wanted to give it just a little bit of different color. And then we'll glue the other piece on the right side of that. Now for that red piece that's sticking out, we do have that one more piece. That was the three, I think. No, maybe I did get that. All right. So this piece is going to sit in here. And you could have done it the same way. You could do it upside down and do it. So you can see it. I'm going to be difficult and try to draw a line. You know, that's not going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. We're just going to draw a line right in there. It probably would be better if you just stick it in up and top and bottom and then just draw the line like we did the first time. All right, so let's just cut that out. And we only need one piece of this because we're only going to put it on the top piece. So it's going to go on here just like this. And that's just so that it's got some color on it. And just like magic, it's glued down. All right, so next we're going to work on the decorations on the inside. So I've got a little sign that I did, and I'm just going, what I did is I just took a piece of paper that was about a half an inch bigger than each piece because I want a top and bottom border, but I didn't want a side border. And this is going to go right on that last flap right in the center. So once you have it where you want it, just go ahead and just glue that down. And then we're going to take our two little bees and we're going to put these just in the card. They're going to fit right in those little spots. One's holding a candy cane and one is holding a present. And these will be in the July folder. And on the wings, when I drew them, I did do some of the little lines that you see on the bee's wings. So when you print it, you will see a faint little line just to give the wings some decoration. Then I also grabbed some bows, and these are from a little die cut I had. These are pieces I've just had laying around. And I'm going to put them just on some of the candy canes. So I'm just going to put just a couple around just to bring out just a little bit more color in the card. And then we're going to put one more just on that little sign. And then I decided I wanted just a couple of embellishments. So I kind of played around here with just to see where I wanted them. And I also did just a couple little bubbles just to give it just a little bit more color. These are not working well for me though. Right, so we'll leave those just like that. All right, that's the card so far, but I decided I'm going to do just a couple more hearts. So we're just going to put just a couple hearts in the card just on the inside. Right, and that is the card that we made today. I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Until next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.